In this video, we are going to learn some important tools in Adobe After Effects. So, on the top left side of After Effects, if you hover over any of these tools, their name and with their shortcut key appear on each tool. And the first one is not a tool. If you click it, the home screen appear. We don't discuss this now. The first tool is the selection tool. If we click it, we can click anywhere in After Effects, select any place, and this is the most used tool in Adobe After Effects. And the second tool is hand tool. Basically, what hand tool does, it is simple. It drag the composition from one location to another location like that. The third one is the zoom tool. It zoom in the specific area. Let me explain it by entering some images in the After Effects. So this is just a basic image. I am going to make that fit. And now if I just drag zoom it there, and if we press alt, it will do zoom out like minus. This is pretty much the same thing you can do by going selection tool and scroll from the mouse in and out. And one more thing about selection tool, if you press the space bar, you temporary basis activate the hand tool. That only if you hold the space. If you leave the space bar, it will disappear. We are not going to discuss orbit, pan under cursor, and dolly toward these tools. And now we are going to discuss rotation tool. As from the name, it is used to rotate objects, images, or our assets in composition. The third one is pan behind tool. This tool is little complicated. The main theory is linked with the anchor point. Anchor point is the point, like you can say anchor point as a center point, considerable center point. Like if we go back in the rotate it from anchor point. Like same, if I go click this one, I will explain this in later tutorial. Click this arrow, go and transform and scale it. You can say it scale up and down from the anchor point. If I select pan behind tool and move this to somewhere, move this anchor point to somewhere and go in the rotation, rotate it, you see it rotate from that point. Same as if I go and scale up and down, it scale up and down from that point. Now I go set to the rotation again back, and it is just like we are going to make that anchor point to somewhere. So how we can make the anchor point attached to the corner? Just hit the control, it will attach to the corner of that images. Now to do that, explain it like that. Yeah, if I just hit the control, make sure pen behind tool is selected, and select it, and control, but make sure that we pan behind tool is activated. We just press and hold the control, and if we move the anchor point or this pan center point, it will automatically attach to the edge when we drag it close to the edge. By leaving the control, it will move wherever we want it. Okay, I am going to scale it up again. Okay, and now the thing is, there are these, we are going to these three tool as well: rectangle tool, pen tool, and text tool. There are two text tool: horizontal type tool and vertical type tool. Basically, by we have this layer selected. If we click, we first we close these arrows because we don't need in this tutorial further. And if we select under the layer empty area of the timeline, it will unselected. If we select it, it is little more little grayish color. And if we unselect it, it will be like a normal layer. And if we start by click this rectangle and hold the mouse button, there are some other options like eclipse, rounded rectangle, polygon, star. And if we just select the rectangle and draw it, it create a rectangle tool. And now you see in the timeline it created a separate shape layer. For each shape you create a separate layer as well. Now if I delete that and hold the mouse on the rectangle tool, left button, and go in something like star tool and start drawing, you see it draw a star. With each shape tool selected, it give us the option to change the color we and stroke as well, stroke size and everything. Basically what is stroke? Stroke is the edges of the shape. Now I am going to delete that. Now how to create a mask? Like if I go back in the rectangle tool and make sure select this layer, image layer, and drag it above or try to create a rectangle, it will create a mask. Then if I go transparency toggle, it is something like cropping an image. It gives us option to adjust the mask as well. I am going to delete this. Now if I go and select the star circle, it created a circle mask on the image. Okay, I'm going to delete that as well. Okay, now pen tool. Pen tool is something similar to these shape tools. You can try all of the shape by yourself to learn further, because more you practice, more you learn by yourself, so yourself as well. And it is very helpful in your future life as well. For After Effects, if you want to start After Effects career, these all tools are very helpful. And now pen tool is something similar to the shape tool, but it is used to create custom shape. Like if I select the pen tool, okay, I am selecting the layer, so it is creating mask which I don't want it. So I am going to control Z, select the empty area of the timeline. And now if I try to create something in After Effects, it created a shape. Now I am going to decrease the stroke to the zero so you can see it better. And if it also is the same way, it create a custom shape, and thus it create a new layer as well. Now the thing about the pen tool, if I just click and start clicking and hold the left click of the mouse and drag it, it create a curved line instead of straight line. Now make that fit and click it again, 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 again. It create a curvy line as well. Now I am going to delete it. The same way, if I select the layer and create a above it, it create a custom mask as well. Like let's just say I am just want to crop these line in After Effect like that, only the bottom area. It will crop it like that. And I am going to now delete the mask. I am going back with the mask, and now I am going to create a text with the text tool. If I click the text, you see on the left side properties change automatically to the text. Now I am typing live on YouTube. Okay. Now with the selection after text tool, with the selection you can change the position of the text, and in the left side property you can change the size of the text. You can add the distance between text and all these properties. Okay, you can select all the text and change the color of the text. You can add stroke around the text. Now you can change the color of the text. You can add stroke on the text. by different and add increase the length of the stroke so your stroke is more visible. You can change its fill our different properties, all these properties whichever look best. So you can change everything in the After Effects. And there are lot other options you can test it. We will discuss other options in the further lecture, because I just want to show what we can create with the tools in After Effect. So now the thing is, there are brush tool, clone stem tool, razor tool, roto brush, and puppet tool. These are the advanced tool. We are going to discuss these in the future lecture. These are the some basic tool that most use and everyone should have to know how to use them in After Effects. Thanks for watching, and if you like the tutorial and if you want to learn more about After Effects, just subscribe the YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.